Hey everybody, welcome back for a brand new video about that show in the only universe that could contain Tom Hanks, Harrison Ford, and Kevin Costner, Yellowstone. Warning, beyond this point there are spoilers for people who are not up to date in the Yellowstone television universe. In this video, we're going to give you our binge breakdown of the promo trailer for episode 6 of the new #1 show on TV.
What happened?
After that, we want to give you our theory on a major death or injury that we think is inevitable. Before we get into all the doom and gloom, let's take a look at this trailer.
Binge.
The first shot starts with a wide scenic Montana view. We can see a handful of different riders in the herd for John Dutton's special field trip. During this shot, we hear the Yellowstone ranch boss telling Casey that he could sell it.
You could sell it, son. You could bottle it up and sell it.
What can he sell? We're thinking he means the experience of being out in the mountains away from social media and technology, but anything is possible with so little context. After a fade to black, the trailer fades back into Yellowstone's toughest power couple, Rip and Beth, riding through the woods. Beth seems to be enjoying the experience as well.
I could live here and never see another person in my whole life except you.
Who thinks she needs Jamie around to torture? We kind of do. We are wondering if the first daughter of the Duttons is thinking about building her own ranch on this land. Following that moment, the trailer cuts to the Dutton family graveyard where their newest house arrest house guest, Summer, is taking a walk. The next shot shows us something about the greater Yellowstone universe. Here we can see the tombstone on the left plainly says Margaret Dutton, the matriarch of the Dutton family and the critically acclaimed 1883 prequel series that came out late 2021. The tombstone next to Margaret's is worn away pretty good, but we're assuming the E in the beginning stands for Elsa, Margaret's daughter. We won't get into many 1883 spoilers here, but we do believe we might be lucky enough to get a flashback scene with these great actresses at some point in the episode. Otherwise, this is still a sweet Easter egg. The fact that the popular prequel series has been given an extra lease on life past the limited series we thought it was is a good sign, and we feel that they might want to start preparing people for the next chapter of 1883 right here in Yellowstone present day. The trailer then cuts to another gravestone which also seems to tease some possible deep flashback, this time into the 1930s. Here's where the story gets kind of interesting. There's a new Yellowstone prequel starring Harrison Ford coming out called 1923. That seems a bit early for this tombstone of Patience, who has a birth date of 1931. The strange thing is, the 1923 series was initially called 1932. Could the series be meant to end in 1932? Could the birth of Patience in 1931 be a turning point in the Duttons family history? With any luck, we'll start finding out December 18th when the series premieres on Paramount+. After that, the trailer cuts to an ominous moment between Summer and Monica, who seems to have surprised the environmental activist.
I say we give everything to this land. I do mean everything.
Can we be any more foreboding? While Monica is delivering her kind of depressing speech, we see something very concerning for the first family of Montana. We see a bunch of cattle on the run being guided on both sides by horseback riders. The shot after that shows the new governor and his assistant Clara, who has been killing it lately, riding towards a bunched up group of livestock. We can tell it's these two by the clothes they're wearing in shots that are coming in just a second. The shot we want to focus on now is scary for everyone as an EMT helicopter is flying low to the ground and seems to be there for some type of major injury. It's a good thing Clara brought that satellite phone. Following a fade to black, the trailer cuts back to an intense moment of John comforting someone who seems to be either Tate or Carter. We think it might be Tate, but it's tough to tell who that is. What do you think? Who's being comforted in this shot? And why? The trailer then has a hard cut to black and fades back into Clara looking super concerned about something. It's clear that some kind of accident happened here. The next shot shows Rip and Beth riding up to Daddy Dutton asking what happened. What we notice is that John looks down right away. This is some bad news, people. Something serious went down. If this shot is any indication, we can see Beth looking as sad as we've ever seen her and taking off her hat. Is this a death? We'll talk about that real soon. The trailer ends on the Yellowstone boss looking speechless, and now we're kind of speechless. What the f*** is going to happen? We tried to look at the episode synopsis for some clues and hit a total dead end as this is the most generic sounding description ever. John Dutton tries to protect his ranch, the largest in the United States, from land developers, an Indian reservation, and America's first national park. This is literally the overall show description. The lack of meaningful info here seems to tell us something about the episode. Maybe the executives wanted to hide a big event from us by being super vague in their description so they can catch us all by surprise when it airs and have everyone talking through the holidays. What do you think? Is something big about to go down? We're almost at the season 5A finale, so we'll find out real soon. That brings us to our theory, probably the reason why you came, the major death that we think is right around the corner. Before we get into our theory, we just ask that you take a quick second to like and subscribe so we can keep on bringing you fresh content every week. We really appreciate the support. Our theory is that Casey is going to die or be severely injured and basically incapacitated for a long time. His character has been floating in between his family and his father's obligations for some time now and doesn't seem to have much room for growth in his current situation. He tried to quit his job for his family and his wife told him not to quit.
I don't do this for me. I do it for my father, and every time I do this job, something bad happens to her, to me, to my son. My vision told me I have to choose.
Casey is more valuable to the other characters of the series as a catalyst at this point. His death will possibly drive Monica and Tate away from the Duttons, which will put John in a very dark place. Beth will be cold about it, but the way it affects her father will make her angry and she will end up pushing Jamie past the point of no return. We believe Casey will have some type of accident with the horses or cattle and the airlift may save him, but he's going to be out of commission for some time if he does manage to pull through. We believe John is comforting Tate in this shot here. If he was comforting Carter, it would only be if Rip or Beth was hurt, but we see both of them are okay after the bad thing occurs. What do you think? Who gets hurt? Is it one of the cowboys? Who else could it be that puts this look on Beth's face? We really believe Casey is in some serious trouble, but we hope we're wrong and that he pulls through. Either way, we can't wait to see what's in store in episodes 6 and 7, which is the Season 5A finale. What's next for the Yellowstone Ranch? Will Jamie ever go off the deep end? Thanks so much for watching our video, everyone. As always, we're on the lookout for any new promo trailers or insider interviews to help prove or disprove any rumors out there about our favorite Western series that you don't need to be a cowboy to appreciate, Yellowstone. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok at Binge Rampage. Click the notifications bell for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out, and don't forget to subscribe.
What respect do I get? You get exactly what you give.